Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the burst mode against Syn Shenron, modifiers that we picked, how we achieved a score of 6,000 with the GT Heroes category, and basically how we achieved doing it all. Now the modifiers I'm showing on the screen, a lot of super simple. Obviously we're taking GT Heroes. We won't be taking a team cost restriction. This is probably the most important one overall. We also are obviously taking the boss being immune to ceiling, stunning, attack lowering, defense lowering, etc., because that stuff is obviously incredibly simple for us. In terms of attack boost, we will be taking the attack and defense up 20%. We will take a 2 key reduction. We will take the same or the adverse orbs condition. So basically if we pick up, say for example, tech orbs with an AGL character, we'll take damage, and we'll take no support items and no support memories as well. The super important thing with this is the team cost. The fact that we're leaving the team cost open, it enables GT Heroes to actually be pretty simple. GT Heroes is a very limited category, but it has some very high cost characters. I want to first point this out by saying that this team build can probably work if you only have one AGL SS3 Goku, and you want to use like the physical SS4s, or maybe if you don't have AGL SS3 Goku, you can obviously use SS4s as your lead and switch in, say for example, the strength Vegeta and Goku, who are obviously a GT Heroes category character. They won't be on the Giant Ape Power, but they will still be fine. You could also maybe get away with the Int Gogeta as well. Now, something super important to take note of here is the rotations. We're going to have one rotation with Int SS4 Goku and an AGL SS3 Goku, and another rotation with the physical SS4 Duo and AGL SS3 Goku. That's pretty much it. The two SS3 Gokus will essentially provide so much support coverage for the team that the LR SS4 Goku, the LR SS4 Vegeta, and the LR SS4 Gogeta should all be fine. There also should be enough damage that we're not really worried about those units potentially taking super attacks or anything. Those units also do have the ability to evade and counter supers, so there is a bit of a fall safe there. In terms of like Syn Shenron, what he does, so the first phase Syn Shenron is probably the hardest actually, because he can seal you, randomly lock you in place, and he also lowers your attack and defense and stuns you on his supers. Once you pass that, actually things are quite fine, because there's no more locking in place. There is sealing that happens, so he can potentially seal you, especially when he gets to his interface, but because that has a countdown attack, it's actually generally quite easy for you to not worry about that so much. Generally speaking, I used my Giant Ape forms for the SS3 Gokus, pretty much as soon as available, to do damage, clear phases, and obviously get the support out as quick as possible. I also transformed SS4 full power Goku into his standby form as soon as possible as well. GT Heroes is led by SS4 Goku and the physical SS4s, so if you want to rather use them as a lead because you don't have AGL SS3 Goku, that's also okay. It will enable you to use the strength Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Goku, which is fine. I highly suggest, no matter what, that your friend lead is a physical SS4 Goku and Vegeta, especially if you don't have AGL SS3 Goku, because SS4 Goku and Vegeta are incredibly crucial towards running the team. So two of them will literally put you in the same position as having the AGL SS3 would, because of how strong they are after their EZA. That physical Gogeta form will just tear through whichever phase of Syn Shenron it's facing, so you shouldn't really have a huge issue. The moment you can transform both of them, you're more than fine. Both are also more than fine in the first slot, so you have no problems there, and that means then you can just fill up the rest of the team with, like I said, the previously mentioned LRs that I'm using, AGL, LR Goku, or Strength, LR Vegeta, or Strength, Goku and Vegeta. Generally for GT Heroes, those are kind of your primary picks. B-Pan is also fine. She'll take a little bit of damage, but honestly she'll be okay as a floater. Like if she catches a super, you'll probably feel it, might even be defeated. But outside of that, she should be okay. Largely because you'll be able to push her off rotation, and you can use her active skill to some devastating effect. Other than that, I really probably wouldn't run any other free-to-play units. I would not run the Tech LR Oob. I wouldn't probably run the AGL Super Saiyan Vegeta Jr. and Goku Jr. So yeah, that would just kind of be my thoughts and opinions. Obviously, this team cleared this quite easily. You could potentially up the score a little bit. I think that health would probably be the first avenue I would up, just to get some free bonus points, because tearing through the boss was really not an issue, and defensively with this build, we're pretty much more than fine. Obviously, keep in mind, you don't want to up the ante too much, because that int Syn Shenron is going to count down to a super attack, and that super attack is going to sting quite a bit. And so, yeah, you do want to avoid that where possible. Other than that though, honestly, it was actually really quite straightforward, and I felt it was a pretty decent category. I do think they've made the modifiers quite friendly for the anniversary, so I think they've made it quite accessible for a lot of players, and I think that's more than fine. So I have no real issues with that. I think ultimately it's okay to do that during an anniversary, to not make the burst mode as unbearably hard. And I think what's cool is players can adapt and apply quite a big burst mode if they want to, and make it a lot harder, which I think could be really fun. So I do think that's something that's pretty cool. Other than that, we cleared everything relatively well. So obviously, let me know if you need any more help. I will be doing a final trump card team, just because, as always. And yeah, obviously that kind of covers it. So let me know if you need any more assistance. Otherwise, I will check you guys in the next one. Till then, as always, take care, stay safe, and let me know if you have any queries. Bye.